everybody, it's me, Zach, this is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and I am back again, finally! After taking a little short break. I mean, I only didn't post one day that I normally would have posted, but I did take a short break to do a little traveling to the old Dollywood because I love theme parks, I love Dolly Parton, and it's something I wanted to do for a very long time. So I did that this past weekend. It was lovely, and because of that, I feel like there is now a lot for me and Judy to catch up on. Lots of stuff happening in the Amberlynn corner of the internet. As always, when there's a lot to cover, I'm going to be covering some stuff that happened off of her channel, some Reddit posts, some cakegate updates, some Instagram updates. I'm going to recap one of the videos I didn't watch, and we're also going to react to one of the videos that I haven't talked about on this channel as well. So as always, when I do that, I always leave some timestamps so you can skip over the parts you don't want to hear about, skip to the parts you do want to hear about, whoever, whatever. I love whatever you want to watch of my content. And of course, thank you to the people who watch it all. I appreciate it. Y'all are lovely. I think we'll start with my least favorite subject in the Amberlynn Reid universe these days, right now, in this situation type of deal. And I really hope that it's gonna be over soon, but I think this is just gonna be the drama, the scandal that never ends. And of course, I'm talking about the old cakegate. So I will say, I'm not gonna try to repeat myself over and over and over again because I've already talked at length about this. I am very aware that people don't like my take on it. A lot of people do like my take on it. I feel like that is one thing that I have mistakenly not emphasized enough, is that there are a lot of you in my comments section who do agree with my take on it. So it's not like it's like the most unpopular thing or like nobody agrees with me. It's just that there is a majority of people probably that don't agree with me, but there are people who are on the same page as me. So I don't love to talk about it. I don't like to repeat myself. And I have made, I think at this point, 3 other videos about it. So I'm gonna leave a playlist for you. If you wanna go see all my previous talking points about this, you can go check it out there. I suppose some of them might be repeated as I talk about the new updates in this situation type of deal today. For all intents and purposes, if you're like, oh, I got a point to counter that point, Zach, I've probably actually already talked about whatever point you're trying to make in a previous video. And of course, like, I always appreciate discourse. I always appreciate when people don't agree with me. If we're not on the same page, I hope that we can all be chill with that, and you can just come back to my next video when I'm hopefully not fucking talking about cakegate anymore. If you don't know, if you're like me and you don't visit the Reddit unless people direct you to the Reddit to go see something that's posted there. There was a post on an Amberlynn Reid subreddit. I think it's called like Am Babies or something. I don't know. Again, I only go to the Reddit when people are like, Zach, something's happening on the Reddit. And even then, sometimes I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But in this case, because people know my opinions about cakegate, everybody wanted me to see the updated post about cakegate. So there was a post on an Amberlynn Reid subreddit that was from the person who bought the cake and the bread and the whoever, the whatever, from Strawberry Hill and sent it to Amberlynn Reid. So the original post comes from a user named Assistant Infinity 127, and that person said, I've been busy with school. I'm a foreign exchange student from France. I was a supporter because I was angry about how viewers treated her. However, my opinion has since changed. My roommate and I sent Amber and her family authentic cake slush bread that my family has enjoyed for generations. Sad! Exclamation point. For what it's worth, I also wanted to include that the moderators there have some kind of verification process that they go through, and they did post, well, originally they just posted, original post they said, this post has not been verified with mods. However, the dates and address match up. We are giving the original poster the benefit of the doubt, and if they have not provided verification within the next few hours, the post will be removed accordingly. So the post sat up unverified for a while, and the mod eventually came back and said, this post has been verified. The original poster has sent us multiple bank statements uncensored emails plus dates and addresses match up. So I'm not super familiar with what their verification process looks like, but it does seem like they have a process for things like this in place if they need to try to verify who the person is that is posting, etc. Now, based on that, I guess like a few caveats, a few disclaimers is that one, you do have to take the word of the moderator of that subreddit. I don't know who that person is. I've never met them. They do have a username, but their username doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I'm willing to trust them. I'm just putting this out as a disclaimer that, like, you have to trust the processes of this subreddit that I've never been to, whoever, whatever. I also have to say that from what it sounds like, based on the things that they collected, it sounds like they verified that the purchase happened, right? They verified things like bank statements, emails, things like that. But from what I can tell, who knows if they verified that this person was actually from France, what this person's actual intention was, or if there's even ways that somebody could reasonably verify any of those things. I mean, I guess you could probably verify if a person was from France, but I don't know that you could reasonably verify that the person was sending it with like good intentions. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that I don't believe that they sent it with good intentions. I just think that sometimes in this corner of the internet, we tend to just automatically go to what we want to believe it is and speculate about what we want to believe the outcome is. And I'm just pointing out that there are also ways that we can still speculate that the person didn't send it with good intentions. Anyways, I'll talk a little bit more about my thoughts on where this person came from, what their intentions were in a second, but amberlynn did respond to some of this, both on Instagram and in 2 different community tab posts. So I just wanted to share what her thoughts, opinions, etc. were about this situation. So I believe chronologically, somebody first alerted to her about this on Instagram, and that's where her first response came from. The person asked, "Did the Strawberry Hill sender reach out to you? They posted on Reddit and have been verified." And her response was, "Not that I have seen, no. I just find it so weird that they'd go to Reddit, a place that has been deleted countless times due to bullying and harassment, to show the confirmation. It rubs me the wrong way completely. My DMs have been open. I'll no longer be speaking about this." And interesting that she says she'll no longer be speaking about this, because she does in fact go to her community tab post after this and talks more about it. The first post says, "Wait, I'm confused. The person who sent me Strawberry Hill is from France and has enjoyed this company for generations, but the company states very clearly that they don't ship internationally. I'm sorry, but it's not adding up for me. Word of mouth, a sob story, and a Reddit user isn't proof. I will not be gaslit into changing my view on this. Don't send cake and bread to someone trying to get weight loss surgery. No one who cares about me would do so, no matter what. I will forever stand by that. No matter how much harassment I've received because of this will change my feelings. It has taken me a long time to realize it, but my feelings are valid. I wouldn't have been able to get there if it wasn't for so many of you supporting me and understanding me. So thank you, I love you." And she followed it up with another post sometime after that and said, "Update. Again, I think people are missing the point. Sending someone who is 500 pounds trying to get weight loss surgery a cake and a large bread is warranted for an opinion, and my opinion still stands. I don't think it's okay. I have feelings. I was hurt by it, especially after everything I've been going through with my food addiction, trying to heal from trauma and undergo weight loss surgery. When you hurt someone's feelings, you apologize. You don't get angry because you hurt them. You correct your actions and apologize. So many of you are missing the key points to why this hurt me and why I reacted the way I did, because I'm amberlynn and we need drama to keep a certain side of this community thriving. But to those who understand me and made me realize I'm valid in how I feel, thank you, forever and always. I will never speak on this matter again on any platform." I mean, we'll see if she stays true to never speaking about this again on any platform. With amberlynn, anything can happen, and she doesn't really stick by the things that she says, as we'll see later when I talk about Instagram. But in general, I do understand where she's coming from. I feel like that's what's put me in odds with some people in the community, some people who watch amberlynn, some people who watch me. It's just that I have the ability to understand where she's coming from. And I have to say, for all intents and purposes in this situation with this new information, my feelings about the whole situation haven't changed all that much. I still remain actually a little skeptical that like we really know what this person's intentions are, but I also don't think that's the most important thing. As I've actually said multiple times in my previous videos, I don't think it matters if the person claims that they were a supporter or claims that they were a troll. I don't think it's ever appropriate to send somebody who's clearly struggling with their weight, regardless of if they have a binge eating disorder, food addiction, whoever, whatever, any kind of food. And I've actually been pretty consistent with that on my channel. I said that whenever the person sent her the Australian candies, I was confused about why they would send her so many candies. And I also said that about the like multiple bags of white chocolate covered gummy bears. It was the Australian candy situation type of deal where Amberlynn said, hey, please don't send me any more food in my P.O. box. I've realized I can't handle that. And yes, she could have put all kinds of disclaimers, and I agree, and I've actually said that multiple times in videos as well. But the reality is that if it were me, I wouldn't be sending Amberlynn Reid food, and I don't really agree with other people sending her food, regardless of if she put a disclaimer up there or not. And that's something I feel like I've been relatively consistent about on my channel, especially since Amberlynn said, like, please don't send me food to my P.O. box. And for the record, nobody cared about that hot take or opinion until cakegate happened. But I do want to also emphasize that I have said time and time again as well, at the same time, in the same conversations about cakegate, every single time I've said, you shouldn't have posted this to YouTube. Your response to this was inappropriate. I don't agree with how you responded. I was just saying I could understand why she would be upset and frustrated with the situation. Now, when it comes to this person being a French supporter, I just want to give you some context of when the French stuff happened. So if you don't know about like Amberlynn Reid's French supporters, it's really French-speaking supporters. I don't think all of them are from France. A lot of them are from French-speaking countries. And in fact, the reason that a lot of them are French-speaking is because a Belgian YouTuber named Aline Decine made a 2-part documentary, for lack of a better word, about Amberlynn Reid and the hate she's received on YouTube. And as such, a lot of French-speaking people who don't know the full history of everything that Amberlynn Reid has ever done on the internet have just supported Amberlynn wholeheartedly with little questions asked. And honestly, that's fine. I'm glad people want to support Amberlynn. But for the context of this particular thing, okay, if we consider that this person might have found Amberlynn Reid through these documentaries, the documentary posted by Aline was posted on January 29th, 2023. The Australian candy binge that I referenced, where she first decided that she was no longer wanting people to send her food or anything like that, was posted on January 12th. The gummy bears that were sent to her, the like 5 different 1-pound bags of white chocolate covered gummy bears, Amberlynn posted that video on February 12th, 2023. And during that whole span of time, from when we're talking about the Australian candies all the way to when we're talking about these gummy bears, with Aline's videos in between that being posted, Amberlynn was actively talking about food addiction. She was actively talking about getting weight loss surgery and things like that. So all I'm saying is if you're a genuine supporter of Amberlynn Reid and or you found Amberlynn Reid through this video from Aline, then the context, if you just jumped into her videos right then and there, the context of what was happening on Amberlynn's channel was there. I know not everybody watches every single Amberlynn Reid video. I got it. But if you just came in at that time, chances are if you clicked on a video, you were gonna find one that was about her having a food addiction, wanting weight loss surgery, this, that, the other. And that's where my understanding of how Amberlynn was feeling comes from, okay, besties? All right. And so I do find it suspicious that even if this person is a French supporter, I do find it suspicious that they would come in during that time and not know that Amberlynn was struggling with those things. And if anything makes me even more suspicious of the French support in general, like Like, maybe they really do think that's the way to support her, and if they do, I think that's fucked up. Okay, I really do. But also, the French supporters are also a lot of people who are still commenting on my video from, I believe I posted on January 30th. There's still French supporters over there telling me I'm a hater and I'm awful and all of this, that, the other. So I don't really trust the people who are French supporters, but it is what it is. And I also just want to say, I think it's fair for the people who are critical of amberlynn getting upset about that, but then bringing in all kinds of junk food, candy, processed foods, things like that into her own home. I also, though, do see the nuance of like amberlynn getting to decide what comes into her home versus her being sent stuff that she doesn't want in her home. I think it's obvious that amberlynn contradicts herself a lot when it comes to food and what is or isn't acceptable. And so if you want to critique her for continuing to bring junk food into her house after she got mad about this junk food being sent to her, I think that's fair if that's something you want to do. Because honestly, amberlynn does make herself look silly, and again, I don't think she responded to any of that appropriately. I think if she didn't want the cake and the bread, she should have just thrown it away to begin with, off camera, and not said anything to anybody. I also have to say that I did see a post going around on Twitter. Some people from my Twitch community have sent it to me too. Apparently it came from a Facebook group somewhere. Apparently there's also a conspiracy now that if you look closely at amberlynn holding up the cake or pie or whatever it is, that it looks like there's a slice missing. And can you believe that I just really don't feel like engaging in that? Personally, to me, it doesn't look like anything's missing, and I don't know what the point of like debating it further is. It's just like, I feel like some people just don't want to let cakegate go. So I don't have a lot to say about that, in case anybody was wondering. So anyways, let's get to these Instagram updates from amberlynn, mostly just because I want to go back to discussing how, you know, she's very bad at like committing to literally anything. So this past weekend I did have a lot of time to sit on my phone, so I was paying attention like when we were traveling in the car and things like that. So I was paying attention to her Q&As on Instagram, and at one point after posting many stories responding to questions she got, she posted this. She said, "When I notice these Q&As hurting my mental health, I take a break. Sometimes it lasts months. The break is starting now. Too many people trying to make me hate myself and my appearance and who I am as a person. I don't want to be a part of it, so I'm disappearing for now. I'm hoping to have a video up tomorrow. Much love." I think this was maybe on Saturday that she posted this. If I'm being honest, I don't really remember the exact date or time. I guess I could look in my phone. Oh, I took this screenshot Friday at 9:29 p.m. So surprisingly, can you believe the very next day on Saturday, she came back and said, "I'm back and I love you." And of course, some people have some questions about that. So somebody said, "How come you came back if it was affecting your mental health?" And she said, "There's way too much good to be sad. I love my supporters and I want to chat with them." Another person said, "You seemed pretty hurt from the questions when you left. Now you're not? I'm confused." And she said, "I was getting flooded with people talking about my body, my hair, my size, etc. Like everything about my appearance. It was all happening at once and it wasn't kind stuff. Some was brutal and intentionally trying to hurt me. I didn't want to read any of that, so I left so I didn't have to. If it happens again, I'll leave again. It's all about picking and choosing what serves you in life. And if something isn't, leave. I have a lot of people who like me and I like them as well. So I came back for them." So yeah, I don't really understand like why she left and then came back immediately, like what kind of healing or mental health care went in during that time, but she's already back. She's back to posting tons of Q&As all day, every day. And the other one I wanted to talk about, and pardon how small her text is on this, but the other one I wanted to talk about is somebody said, "How do you feel about Destiny's betrayal?" She said, "Her wanting to share her side of the story when I've never even shared mine is weird and makes me regret ever being with her. I stuck up for her for years after the breakup, was there for her, held on to her secrets, let her walk all over me and use me, and I regret every second of it. I've never spilled tea on her, and I wouldn't. Not even when repeatedly begged during livestream era, and even now while she's airing personal things about me. It's not going to happen. I'm not that kind of person. I don't betray people, no matter what. My heart always comes from a good place, and it's going to stay there regardless of what happens. I'd rather look bad. I want nothing to do with her, and I don't want to speak about her. I've moved on, and I've been moved on for years now. And to some extent, I get that, because it's like, girly, Destiny really is coming in with all of this tea from literally years ago. I think we've established that at this point. It's been a long time since they were dating, and even a long time since, like, Destiny was in her videos, period, even after they stopped dating. Again, I've said this every time I brought up the Destiny tea, that, like, I think Destiny should feel free to talk about whatever she wants to talk about in regards to, like, what her life was like during that time, considering that, like, amberlynn used Destiny for content during that time, has used Destiny for content since that time. I don't know that it's a matter of, like, I can't recall if amberlynn ever has spilled any tea about Destiny, but the fact is that amberlynn used Destiny as a part of her channel for a very long time to make money, grow her channel, build it, and things like that. And the story was always told from amberlynn's side of things, right? So if Destiny wants to come on and talk about this tea or whatever, which I've talked about, like, some of it's hardly tea, okay? It's hardly anything to care about. But, like, if Destiny wants to talk about that, like, I think that's Destiny's prerogative. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on Destiny continuing to post. She claims she's gonna keep posting videos about things going on with amberlynn, so we'll see. And I would probably believe that amberlynn really won't say anything about Destiny, if not only just because, like, maybe she doesn't even actually really have anything interesting to say that's not already on the internet that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? One of the videos I missed from amberlynn while I was traveling was called "I've Been Keeping Something From You ... bar vlog." It immediately opens up with the most fascinating shot of her, and of course her pointing out something that she doesn't want us to pay attention to.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog. I have a little scar right here, so don't mind that. I just woke up a little bit ago.
Mind you, her arms remain in front of her boobs for pretty much the rest of this little clip segment, so I don't know why I care or you care or she cares. She also takes some time to visit the Temu website and mentions how she does hauls as a part of her job.
I know a lot of people like to say that I spend a lot of money, but for years now, like 7 or 8 years, I have been doing hauls for my job. Which I
will say, if you don't follow me on Twitch, I do react occasionally to some people doing Temu hauls. In particular, one of them is Lemonade Mom, and I literally just watched her haul an emergency urinal.
So this is going to be interesting, but I got it strictly for emergencies. It is an emergency urinal for men or women, female, male, whatever body parts you got. It tells you, like, how to use it for that body part. So it says unisex, and it's disposable. It's not like you have to wash it out. You just toss it when you're done. But it says driving, travel, pregnant, you know, if you have a really light bladder, that kind of thing, hiking, that kind of thing. So I'm not going to open it because I want it to stay nice and how it is, but again, the link will be in the description if you want to check it out.
Like, who the fuck is really pulling out an emergency urinal to take a piss in the car on a road trip? It couldn't be me. But if you don't know what Temu is, it's basically like a Wish.com or an AliExpress situation type of deal, where you can get cheap things, cheaply made things, knockoffs of real things. It's basically a lot of junk, usually, like from my experience of watching Temu hauls. And I truly can't wait to watch amberlynn buy a bunch of shit she doesn't need. It's been a while since we've gotten just like pure gluttony when it comes to her spending habits. And I know a lot of people, because anytime she does a haul, posts a haul, shows the things she's buying, every single time she does that, people are like, Zach, she just wants to do it so she can write those things off on her taxes. She just wants to write things off on her taxes. That's why she records it. And I do think that there could be a case that she could write some of it off, potentially, depending on who she talks to about her taxes. I'm just telling you from my perspective and my personal experience of being a YouTuber who has a tax person help me run my business over here. Even if she wanted to write some of those things off on her taxes, it's not like she can write off the full amount of the things that she pays, because what she can really do is write off the percentage of her use of that item for the video. There's also an insane amount of content in this particular video about her hair that I just don't care about. Like, I will continue not caring about her hair because it looks the same as it does in every video. And so unless she gets a bob, I don't care.
And some of you want me to cut it. Not happening.
And the big thing that she has been keeping from us, per the title of this particular video, is so stupid.
But I've been kind of keeping something from you guys because I didn't want to like jinx it, because that's just how I am. But it has been a month that I have done no takeout but 2 times. That's it.
So you've been keeping from us that you haven't had takeout in a month, except for 2 times. So you did have takeout in the past month 2 times. Am I fucking stupid, or does that make no sense? Like, what are we celebrating then? Because you didn't there was no milestone there to celebrate. If you had actually just stopped at I haven't had takeout in a month, then we can celebrate potentially. Sure, why not? Once you add that except for 2 times, it's no longer an accomplishment. It's no longer something like that's a big deal. I don't understand. You can't say I haven't eaten takeout in a month and been like, that's so good for me, I'm so good, except for 2 times. Like, are we all on the same page about that? And the end of the video is her talking at length about how much she loves doing dishes or something like that because she can. And a long monologue and like attempt at doing metaphors about how great therapy is and how much it's working, which is great for her. I just don't have anything to add to it. So yeah, that's that on that. So that brings us to today's reaction. I will say I was originally planning on also potentially recapping this video and then doing a reaction to whatever video she posted today on Monday, May 15th. Per her schedule thus far, where she posts every other day, she should be posting a video today, but it is 11 a.m. Chicago time and she still hasn't, and she does normally post it, I think, at 9 a.m. Chicago time. So I don't know if she's no longer posting consistently or not, if she's no longer caught up, or if she no longer has any like pre-recorded stuff filmed. But I had saved this one just in case she didn't post a video this morning for us to react to. And of course, if she ends up posting one today, I'll come back and react to it tomorrow. So the video we're reacting to today seems very promising based on the title, because it is called Cooking Dinner, Snack Taste Test, and Looking Cute Bar Vlog. I mean, what's not to like here? Cooking dinner, love it. Snack taste test, can't wait. Looking cute, I mean, I'm sure she looks the same as she always does, besties, but let's get to, shall we?
Hello.
Hi.
I literally just woke up. I have my earbud in because I do that while doing everything. I did just wake up. I just want to like automatically, before I shower, get ready for the day, whatever it may be, just like automatically tell you guys thank you so much for the support and compliments on my hair. You guys are so amazing. Like literally, my hair's looking a mess right now.
First of all, bestie, you look the same as you always do, okay? The poop bun is poop bunning. Happy to see it. Looks great. No worries from me. I'm just saying you do in fact look the same as you always do. Second of all, I think she must really actually fully be caught up because the hair video had just came out, so she's probably responding specifically to that video or the comments in that video. And 3, I do just want to give her a compliment because she's focused on the positivity here, at least on YouTube. But on Instagram, I didn't share a lot of the Instagram stories where she was fighting with people about her hair, people talking about her hair. So it's interesting that she's made the shift to positivity on YouTube, but couldn't find a way at the time to do that on Instagram.
Because you guys know, like, yesterday was, my video was a lot of
hair
talk.
It sure was.
I just want to say thank you guys so much on, like, being proud that I no longer let, like, takeout control me. Only having it twice in a month is so amazing. I'm not trying to, like, get rid of takeout. That's not, like, a goal. My original goal was just have takeout a few times a week.
Okay, see, then that's how you should have presented all of this, right? Because the way you presented it was like, I didn't have it at all for 2 months. Or not 2 months, 1 month. Except for 2 times, That's how you presented it, bestie. I can appreciate you doing a good job of getting it less, if that was your goal. If you would have presented it that way, I would have thought it sounded a lot less silly, if we're being honest.
Because that is actually what I talked about with my dietitian, is just a couple to a few times a week instead of a few times a day, like, ma'am. But I don't know, it's so weird. Like, something... I have a story time I have to tell you guys, actually.
You have to?
Something?
Do we have to? Do we have to, bestie? It better be interesting.
Happened to me. It was about a month ago. And I still, like, haven't wholeheartedly been able to process it myself. It was kind of scary. And I know that, like, there's a lot of different types of people watching me. I'm super fuzzy right now, but don't worry.
Wait, okay. First of all, I was trying to give her time to get to the point of the story, because I know sometimes people are like, Zach, just let her talk. I feel like I let her talk for a real long time there, and we still haven't gotten to the point of the story. But is this just another, something happened to me? It was really scary. I can't talk about it. But at some point, something vaguely happened to me somewhere at some time by somebody.
And some of the people watching me, they don't have my best interests at heart, but we don't care about those people. We don't care about those people anymore.
Okay.
I'm here for you guys.
Okay.
Supporters. And
prove it.
I love you guys so freaking much. And I feel like this is a story time that I need to say and need to share. Even though it is embarrassing. It is very embarrassing. And it's scary. But I'm not going to share it in today's video because
I am rage quitting. I'm rage quitting. I gotta go. I gotta go. I don't know where I'm going because the door's closed, but I gotta go. I guess I could just walk through the door, couldn't I? I'm worried about messing up the focus on my camera, but guys, I gotta go for just a second. Now, if Homegirl doesn't start telling us these vague-ass stories, I don't care. What's the point of bringing up something you don't want to talk about right now in this video? Talk about it later. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, bestie.
I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready.
Well, then wait until you are.
It took me a little bit, actually, to even tell the closest people to me. So, yeah. See, Feline already knew because she was actually physically there when it happened. But we'll get there. So, something happened about a month ago.
Bestie.
Just my thoughts.
So what are we talking about? The thing you're not ready to talk about? I'm confused. I'm so confused.
About life have changed a lot. I'm just so grateful to be alive. That I'm like, why do I need to take out a few times a week? If takeout is triggering for me, I've naturally just, like, stopped it.
Okay, good.
It has been such a good feeling. I don't know, I just feel really good. Like, it's not a goal to not, like, ever have takeout. So the fact that I've only had it, like, 2 times this month is just, like, because of me. is something that I've chosen. And you guys are so sweet and hyping me up. Like,
good.
Yes, that is the positivity that I need. So.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for focusing on that. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate you focusing on the positivity. Work, diva.
Thank you guys so much for hyping me up. I'm gonna go shower.
I'm gonna remind you of that, though, the second you don't.
You guys. Sorry, I'm just like so excited because you guys are so awesome. And you guys are being so sweet, and I just appreciate it. Alrighty, so we are showered and ready for the day, my ear is...
We got the classic Barbie Torrid shirt and the Barbie earrings going. Let's go.
So I'm wearing these like sparkly ones that say Barbie, because my shirt also says Barbie.
Wow.
I love Barbie things. I just think the aesthetic's super cute. Has anyone seen the movie yet?
It hasn't come out yet. How will they have seen the movie when it hasn't come out yet?
I don't know. Like, the movie doesn't really interest me, but let me know if it was good or not.
It hasn't come out yet. Okay, calm down, Zach. Maybe she probably just doesn't know. As a gay, as a homosexual person, I am very excited for the Barbie movie. Will be seated when it comes out. Very excited, but like... Bestie, it surely hasn't come out yet.
I've had some questions about the corkscrew.
Who?
You guys, I have not drank.
Who's asking questions about it? Actually, the only question that came to my mind whenever she was washing it in the dishes, in the last video I told you she was washing dishes for a real long time. The only question I had about it is like, why are you washing it? like a corkscrew, like that only comes in contact usually with the cork, and it's only ever going to go in other corks. So that was my question. But what questions are people asking? I mean, I would never take the time to ask her anything, to be honest. But what kind of questions were people asking?
In 13 months, and I'm very proud of that accomplishment because alcohol serves me in zero ways.
Okay,
I don't like it. Don't crave it, don't want it.
Stunning.
We went to World Market and we got an oil that had a cork on it. Plus, Feline actually uses this and this for packages. She like opens it with packages.
Have y'all ever heard of a fucking pair of scissors? Have y'all ever heard of a pair of scissors or a box cutter? I don't understand. Why? Because I was just rewatching. I was trying to find when the gummy bear package thing happened for my update at the beginning, and was reminded of the time where she was unboxing stuff and she was using a comb to open up the boxes. Like, y'all don't own scissors?
And I was like, you know what? That is a smart idea. I would have never thought of that. And I just wash everything that is used.
Okay.
So that's why you guys saw me washing it. I do not drink. All right, you guys. So I am cooking dinner for Feline and I. I'm making these like Fiesta flats.
Okay.
It's like a flat bottom taco shell. I don't.
What do y'all know about a flat bottom? Me, I don't have an ass at all. I think I've showed y'all before.
She's in there laughing at me. So for the most part, the meat will be the same. I do add some corn in it. I saw B Love's Life do that when she was making tacos, and I was like, yes.
Okay.
So that's what I do now. And the only thing that I do differently, where I'm gonna have to separate the meat at the end.
I just like anticipate this being already a mess. Amberlynn trying to make taco anything, sussy to me. I mean, maybe that's just because I know I've watched her make like taco soups and stuff before. I don't have a lot of faith in whatever is about to come.
Is I like to put some
What do you know about what's about to come?
salsa in it towards the end of the meat being cooked.
Okay.
You guys, it just changes everything. It's so good.
Everything?
And Feline doesn't really like salsa on her tacos and such. Or her Fiesta flats. I've never done this before.
These Fiesta flats look ridiculous.
There's also going to be some refried beans.
Okay.
But here's my big bag of corn because I've been obsessed lately.
That big bag of corn kills me still to this day. It is killing me.
But I'm just going to use some like taco seasoning and some regular stuff.
Degular?
And obviously some jalapeno peppers.
Work.
Will be going on there.
You know what? Also, I have most of these things. I could probably recreate this. Maybe I'll do a special recreation for y'all this week.
Using some onion, but unfortunately we do not have any. But that is fine. So I'm about to make the dinner, and I'll show you guys when it's done. Okay, so it is time to make.
Oh, she doesn't show how to actually make them? Well, that's not fun. That's gonna make it harder for me to recreate it.
My plate here.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have 2 of these.
Those are interesting.
Refried beans.
Like, the shape of those things are interesting. Like, what's the issue with just having a taco? Can I ask probably specifically white people watching, what is our issue with just a normal tortilla? Because I've seen these, I've seen other little boat types of things. Also, wasn't part of this supposed to have a flat bottom? Why is it not sitting flat? I got a lot of questions.
And then my meat.
Okay, them
gosh,
chunks of corn.
Smells delicious.
Delicious? It's like all very the same color. This is one of the things that
I just kind of put together. Like, I wish I had a little bit of like shredded lettuce. And then I'm gonna add some jalapeno.
Oh, okay. Oh, whoops. See, not flat. Not flat at all.
Let's hope he doesn't. Let me fix her up here.
It's not flat at all. It keeps falling. I would ask for your money back. That is not flat, and the product was called Fiesta Flats. It's supposed to be flat on the bottom. Isn't that the appeal, so that your taco doesn't spill over?
I'm gonna sit up, so it's fine. She's lazy. I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese on top of both.
Okay, come on, cheese on top of both.
So here's my completed dinner.
That honestly looks so fucking sad. That looks so sad. They look so sad and lonely sitting on this big old white plate. They just look. I just want her to know that you can eat well and healthy, bestie.
This looks incredible. So let's do a taste test.
Incredible? That's the word we're using to describe how that looks? Incredible? I've seen a lot of incredible things in my lifetime. The movie Tar, the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, My Partner, My Dogs, The Mountains of Tennessee, all of those things look incredible to me. That did not look incredible to me.
This might be messy. I have a feeling it's gonna be.
Oh, crunchy. Oh my god. It's so good.
So good. 10 out of 10. Yes, I hope you
10 out of 10 recommend. So good.
You always like what you cook. You always like what I cook. I was about to say that. She used sour cream on hers.
Oh, good for her.
I don't want it.
Okay.
So I'm about to go enjoy this. Okay, so I'm about to just put up my hair.
The hair content.
I'm actually listening to the H3 podcast right now.
What's fucking new? What is new? What is new, Amberlynn? We're doing our hair. We're listening to the H3 podcast. We listen to it every day. That's always our go-to for anything, anytime anybody's like, what are you watching? What are you listening to on YouTube? Yeah, we know. I could have guessed that. Surprise me next time, bestie.
Like, they're just quality. Quality content. Oh my god. I look the same as I always do. Like a cutie. First of all, did she not just post on Instagram that she's for real, not watching reaction channels? Listen, I was giving her the benefit of the doubt because she used the word bestie a lot in her Instagram stories lately, and I hardly think I'm the only person to ever say the word bestie, but some people were like, Zach, oh my god, she's saying bestie so much, like, she must be watching you.
That's fine. Lots of people are saying bestie. I'm truly not the first person to ever call somebody bestie, whoever, whatever. But to quote, I look the same as I always do and claim you're not watching reaction channels when that is like my critique in every single video. Listen, I rarely try to make it about me, but I'm just gonna say I feel like that's about me. I feel like it's about me.
I feel like I look cute today.
Okay,
you
good.
know, I have some very, very low self-esteem. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But there might be a day or two out of the year where I forget about my flaws and I enhance the things that I like about myself, such as my hair and my makeup and my, facial features. I really like my eyes and my nose. And there's nothing wrong with that. So
there sure isn't. But if you really like all of those things, then what you're doing right here, anytime you ever do anything when your hair's not in a poop bun, this is what it looks like. So if you really like that and that all makes you feel better about yourself, then bestie, truly look the same as you always do. Truly.
Today, she's feeling cute. And I always feel good in this shirt. I always feel good when my makeup looks good. So,
okay.
You know what?
Feel good about yourself. I won't take that from you.
Dull your sparkle. Okay.
I won't.
And my sparkle is sparkling today. Hey guys, so I wanted to try these. I already opened them. I was about to try them.
The smart sweets of it all. What's that? That image is so small I can't tell what it is, and her camera's so blurry I can't tell what they are. But I do love a smart sweet occasionally.
But I was like, you know what? I want to vlog it.
Although I can already predict the discourse. I'm sure it's already happening because this video was posted 2 days ago. But I'm sure the discourse is how can you have candies but not cake? You couldn't have the coffee cake.
So these are the smart sweets, which I've had other ones before, like the peach rings, not so good. It is like nighttime, so we're kind of feeling the night vibe. I'm sure you can tell with the light.
It's dark time.
So this only has 1 gram of sugar. And I noticed when I opened it that they're all like individual.
Okay.
Like wrapped. The peach rings, which I've had before, is not like that.
Well, this is a different candy, so that makes sense.
Like sugar alcohols or anything like that. Plant-based, no artificial sweeteners.
Something about amberlynn just reading off the back of the package really does it for me, y'all. I'm about to be diagnosed with ASMR.
This is just to help kick the sugar but keep the candy. That's like their slogan. It even says it in the back.
Okay.
So, I haven't really been having sweets or anything like that.
You know why I said I could probably predict that was the discourse, but I'm pretty sure I did already see this discourse on Instagram now that I'm watching this and I'm connecting all the pieces. I think I did see her responding to somebody that was upset about her having these smart sweets or whatever on there, now that I think about it. and the sea of Instagram Q&As. I'm pretty sure I did see that.
I do have like an Atkins, like those little like peanut butter chocolate things here and there. But I love caramel.
Okay.
So,
these are caramels.
So it looks like this.
Beauty bite.
I'm just a little nervous because like
I'm actually so nervous to eat this food.
For the lack of a better term, like fake sugary taste. I'm not 100% into it, so let's give it a try. Wait, I'm shocked.
Wait. Oh my god. You guys.
So chewy.
So chewy. That's new. That's a new thing.
This is something I'm gonna suck on. This is so chewy.
Okay. What do you know about something you're gonna suck on?
This to me, I would have no idea that there was only 1 sugar with no sugar alcohol.
Oh my god.
It tastes like a normal caramel.
That's
and I love
insane.
caramel. Wow, this is a keeper. Okay, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Work.
Get you guys this. I might have another and then be done with it because I feel like eating the whole pack is kind of like triggering to me, but that's good.
Oh, that's the part that's really gonna get people worked up then. Cause like if it could be triggering to you having the whole pack there, then why have it? Then why have it, bestie?
Alright, you guys, I'm sorry for the short vlog, but I am going to end it here. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
And see ya. I don't know. The highlight for me was, I guess, whatever that taco situation type of deal was. And the low light for me was, I guess, probably the rest of the vlog. Probably the rest of it. The only thing that really is sticking out to me that I remember from watching that is the tacos. Huh. All right. Well, we covered a lot of ground today, y'all. We covered a lot of ground today. So I hope you all enjoyed whichever part of this video you enjoyed the most today. And I hope you'll all come back for future videos in the future. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all of my social media. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!